I mean, listen to Starmer himself and tell me that this isn't an argument for undoing Brexit while he's still refusing to undo Brexit.
Working people know that hard choices are necessary. What they want to see on Wednesday is a country on a different path, making different choices. They don't want to pay the price anymore in times of crisis because our economic foundations are weak. It's time we ran towards the tough decisions because ignoring them set us on this path of decline. It's time we ignored the populist chorus of easy answers. It's time to embrace the harsh light of fiscal reality.
The harsh light of fiscal reality is that the government has £40 billion a year less to spend on fixing the economy because it's refusing to undo Brexit properly. Not to mention, Labour's big budget in October said they were raising taxes by £40 billion. Now yes, that is just a coincidence that it happens to be the same number that Brexit is costing us in tax revenue, but it does mean that if it wasn't for Brexit, Labour wouldn't have to be taxing us as much because the economy would be bigger and they wouldn't have to tax such a large slice of the same pie. So to make up for what Brexit is costing the government, they're having to take more from us in tax to pay for stuff. The alternative would be to spend less on us, also known as austerity.
Tax rises to prevent austerity and rebuild public services.
So Brexit is literally trapping us between tax rises and austerity. And given that Labour is cutting $5 billion in disability support, pushing 250,000 people into poverty while taking more in tax, it's not even either or. They're doing both, and it's having a very real impact on the lives of millions of people. And they know how badly they're messing up by not attacking Brexit properly. Because before the budget, they said their top priority was growing the economy. But then their budget was shown to actually reduce long-term growth. And when Chancellor Rachel Reeves was confronted about that, suddenly she's acting like growth isn't that big a deal.
The growth numbers yesterday are not the summit of my ambition. I want growth to be stronger and to be faster as a country.
The Office of Budget Responsibility, as you said, the acronym OBR, said that your budget would push up inflation and interest rates with a knock-on effect on growth.
Well, as I say, growth is largely unchanged in the Parliament.
We've also seen a slight increase in inflation, i.e. the literal cost of living, and Labour has admitted that both of those things would be made better by effectively reversing Brexit. So Brexit is a current barrier to the well-being of the people of the UK. And I mean that literally, because half of our trade is with the EU, a third of our food comes from the EU, and it all comes through ports like this. And Brexit means extra paperwork, extra checks, extra charges on all of it. If you look at the UK as a body, then this is probably the biggest blood vessel, and Brexit is a clot in that artery, slowing down the flow of all the stuff we need, making the rest of the body sicker financially, nutritionally, and medically. That clot was put there by the UK government, and they're refusing to remove it. And they're telling us that